Well, thank you for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate you stopping by. My name is Sandy. I do a channel called Let's Get Fit with Sandy. My goal is to get fit and to lose weight along the way. I've lost close to 77 pounds. That was my best. Right now I'm sitting at about 68.5. Gained a little bit of weight back, but I'm back on track, losing weight. And I do a daily vlog. I do collabs. I do shout outs on Sundays to people's channels that I want to let you know about. And I also show recipes occasionally, and I show you what I ate every day. But Carrie over at Weight Watchers with Carrie had contacted me and wanted us to do a collab together. I've never sponsored a collab, so this was new to me, and I tried to do my fair share. Hopefully I did. I'll be honest with you, Carrie did the brunt of the work. And I'm just going to like ride in on her coattails and take the credit for it. But once again, I wanted to thank Carrie for asking me to come up with this. I was talking with my sister Denise, who used to do this channel when it was just Let's Get Fit, and she had come up with the idea, and both Carrie and I really did like it, called Mind, Body, and Soul. What we do to help us with our mind, body, and soul on this journey, which is life, first of all. Well, when you do all your recording on the phone, sometimes you get phone calls and that interrupts the filming. I apologize for that. But second of all, we have to figure out what we're doing to help us lose weight. Not only just to live our life, but to live our lives in a healthy way and not to be so begrudging to ourselves. And sometimes we just have to reach out for help. And this is what I'm trying to convey on my video today on how I lose my weight with my mind, body, and soul. I wanted to thank the following people. You can find them in the links down below, but they've agreed to do the collab. I'm really curious to see what their take is on this video. Obviously, Weight Watchers with Carrie, who helped do all the work. Not helped did all the work. She did all the work. Also, I want to thank Mother of One, Laney's Life, Cat on Point, Dish with D, Joan's Pointed Plate, and yes, Joan, we made sure you have the right link for you because Dish with D was getting all the credit. We were with our links, for some reason we had you going over to hers, and I don't know how that happened, but we fixed it. So Joan's Pointed Plate, Active Rachel Ann, Sue Slims Down, Amy Common Sense Southern, Planning Us Healthy, Bee's Journey, Skinny Jeans for Life, C Mindy Mom, Edie's Weight Watcher, or 80's WW Kitchen, Sandy's Life, 1 pound at a time, Anna's Journey to a Healthy Life, Heather Rose Up, Barrett Pastor, 23 Points a Day, Gina Pearson, Smack Vision, that's with the Brat and Giggles, and Suzanne WW Life. So I wanted to thank them for agreeing to be part of our collab. Also, I got an email from Diane C, who wanted to be part of the Diane Cross, actually, is what her name is, and she wanted to be part of the collab, but she doesn't have a channel. So she sent me a letter, and I told her I would read it. So hers is, she said for her mind, she reads current events, local and worldwide topics on her phone. Recently bought a radio and listened to my radio station to keep up with the area where I live and learn about it, as I only have lived here for 4 years. I also talk to myself mentally often, and yes, I do answer my own questions. The body is, I eat healthy and I'm always conscious of my weight. I am always on weight loss plan, whether it's WW, she first joined in 1974, or now I am doing iTrack bites and counting calories. I have also started going to an aquatics class for seniors, and that helps me mentally as well as physically. And for her soul, I pray often and go to church regularly. I watch religious programs such as the 700 Club on TV. And she said, thank you for doing the collab. Well, thank you for sending me the letter, Diane. I really appreciate it. For me, I think that you have to have the right frame of mind. I knew that I wanted to lose weight when I joined. I joined Weight Watchers December 31st, 2016, and I really, truly wanted to lose weight. But I also wanted my sisters and my daughter to lose weight too. So I thought, you know, like be sneaky and I'll ask them to join with me. And my mind was not 100% into it for myself. I was thinking of other people. I was thinking, you know, the other people needed to lose weight. And I needed to lose weight. So right about now, sorry, I apologize, but I have to keep reminding myself how far I have come by really looking at myself, getting my mind wrapped around the fact that I wasn't as thin as I thought I was. I knew I was overweight. I knew I was overweight. But so here's the picture right now. Well, as you can see, I was not overweight. I was grossly obese. I always remember my daughter, my sister-in-law rather, she had gone to the doctor one time and he had left the chart in the room. And at the time, I think she was like maybe 30 pounds overweight, if that. I don't even think she was that much. And he left her chart, and so she wanted to read her chart to see what he had to say. And on it, he had wrote grossly obese. And she was mortified that those words were on her chart, grossly obese. Well, look at that picture. I was morbidly obese. I was even past grossly obese. And it wasn't until probably after I had lost maybe 30 pounds, 40 pounds really, that I looked at that picture and my mind really came right back to it. I'm thinking, no, you are overweight, you are fat, you are morbidly obese. You need to get your mind wrapped around this. Stop worrying about what other people are doing. Stop thinking about how you can help other people, because it's like when you're on an airplane and that they always tell you that if you're going to help other people, always put your air mask on first, because you're going to be of no use to anybody else if you're passed out. And I am not going to be any use to my family because I am the matriarch of my family. And everything gets done through me. If there's a problem, I get a phone call, you know, Sandy, this happened here, or Sandy, this was going on, or what should we do, and what are we going to do for this, and should we send flowers, and you know, anything, any decision that's family based, I get the call, and I relish that responsibility. I have no problem with that responsibility. I was the oldest of 6 children, and I had a lot of responsibility put on me at a very early age, and so I'm up to the challenge, and I kind of feel kind of neglected if they don't. So my thought was I have to get my mind wrapped around the fact that I need to lose weight because I need to get healthier, and I definitely need to lose weight so I can keep track of my family and keep them in line. The only way I can do that with my mind is to educate it. And part of the education that I have is watching other people on YouTube. I watch a lot of recipes on different channels that I watch, and I always think I'm going to try them. The difficulty I have is my husband is not on Weight Watchers. He's never met a vegetable that he likes. He doesn't eat any fruit. He doesn't eat any vegetables. He's a meat and potato guy. And it's very difficult to cook for just one person. And I'm not into like frozen foods and things like that. I can't get into the frozen food aisle. That's just not who I am. So my new planned attack, I got my mind all wrapped around this, is for the winter, because Jim works afternoons in the winter. He works days in the summer. But in the winter, I'm going to prepare a lot of meals and divide them up into single portions and put them in my freezer so that I can take them out and get healthier. I also read a lot online to figure out different ways that I can lose weight, because that's my goal, is to lose weight. And so that's basically what I do for my mind. For my body, I love to walk. I do not consider walking an exercise. And I know a lot of people are out there going, oh my gosh, how can you not think of it as an exercise? It's such a chore. I wake up every morning, and the first thing I do after I put all my, open up my blinds and things like that, is get dressed and go for a walk. I walk for about 45 minutes to an hour. I walk between 2 and 2.5 miles a day. I was up to 3 miles last year, but I think age is kind of creeping up on me a little bit, because 2.5 miles is my limit, and I'm fine with it. But I so enjoy it. I love getting out there, and it also sharpens my mind because I can see the beauty all around me. I can absorb it. I meet people. I talk to everybody. I never met a person that I haven't talked to, because I talk to everybody, whether they want to talk to me or not. And a lot of the dogs no longer bark at me because they go, oh, okay, it's Sandy. She's walking by here. Let her go. So that helps me out too. In the winter, I go to a water aerobics class with my sister-in-law, Bertie, and we go on Mondays and Wednesdays. We go to a water aerobics class. And then my sister Denise has just talked me into going on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. We're joining the local aquatic center by us, they have a water walking class where you just walk in the water, which is basically what I do in the summer all in my pool. My pool is not, I have a 24-foot round pool, and it's not really big enough to swim laps or do anything like that. So I do a lot of walking, and then I get a really good stream going, and then I turn around and then walk against the current. And so I get a lot of exercise in, more so in the summer. I'm afraid of walking in the winter because of the ice. I don't want to fall. And I'm seriously thinking of joining a gym this winter. I'm definitely going to do the swim things because I do enjoy going in the water, but I miss my walking in the winter. And I've had a treadmill in the past, but when it died, I just never replaced it. I'm deciding whether I want to buy a treadmill or join a gym. I'm still on the fence with either one of that. And as far as my soul goes, I'm a firm believer in prayer. I really, truly believe that prayer really helps you out. Before my feet hit the floor in the morning, I'm praying. I don't get on my knees. I had knee replacements, and so I can't kneel. I don't kneel in church either. But I don't think God expects me to kneel just to hear my prayers. And I pray for all my YouTube subscribers. I pray for my family. I pray for guidance that I'll make smart choices, both spiritually, financially. Financially. Because Jim and I are terrible with money. We're really bad with money. We have enough to live on. We live a very comfortable life, but we could have a lot more if we knew how to balance money. So I pray for guidance every week. And then I do pray that I can do better on my weight loss program. I struggle on the weekends. I really do. And I really should incorporate prayer more into my weekends. By the time I go to church on Sundays, I go to 11 o'clock Mass. The weekend for me is pretty well shot. I've really done some damage at that point. So I think that, I should figure something out. I know people have suggested that maybe if I went to a meeting on Monday or Mondays, I absolutely love my leader, my coach. I guess that's what they're called now. I love all of the people that weigh me in. They're all very supportive. I love my group. Everything is working for me except for my mentality. So I need to use my praying a little bit harder. I need to pray a little bit harder. But any difficulties I've ever had in life, I've overcome through prayer. And I do believe that prayer will get you through just about anything, because you just have to realize that God is there for you no matter what. He really is. And sometimes you might think he's not listening, but he really is listening. And maybe that's him calling me right now because I'm getting another call. I'll be right back. Well, I'm sorry if this is such a choppy video, but I had every intention of just doing it on one take. Nobody's called me all day until I get filming, and then I have a problem with it. But a lot of times we have to remember when we're praying that don't ask God, like, why did this happen? Why am I overweight? Why can Sally or Sue or Billy or John, they can eat whatever they want, but me, I got to watch every little bite and stuff like that. And I was watching last night, Anderson Cooper was interviewing Stephen Colbert, and Stephen Colbert asked him a question about how can you, it was something about how can you not blame God for things that happen in your life, and how can you love things that are going on. And Stephen Colbert said, you need to love the thing that you most wish had not happened. It was a gift from God. His loss was he lost his father and his brothers in a plane crash at a very early age. We can all relate to something that we think that God punished us for. I don't think that God punishes me by having an underactive metabolism. I have to think of the benefits that came from being overweight. And it's sometimes you have to really struggle to think of what are the benefits of learning. One of the benefits that I've learned about being overweight is that I'm not alone, especially since I've been on YouTube. If I wouldn't have started this YouTube channel, I would have never found so many of you. And you support me and you help me. And I think that you're gifts from God. I really do, because I could have just been strolling along my way in my life just on myself and just thought, well, you know what, I'm overweight. Nobody's going to help me. It's all on me. I have to do it on myself. Because when you want to lose weight, you want to do it for yourself. That fact is true. But also, you have to have some support around you. And you can't just completely do it on your own. Because you have to think which is what he said, which I found a very resounding statement. He said, "What punishments of God are not gifts?" God is not punishing me by being overweight. He's given me a gift. He's given me a gift of knowing that I can help people out there and people can help me. He's given me the gift of knowing that I have the capability of losing weight. I have the capability of, through prayer, of really connecting with him and knowing that he's always there at my side. He may give me challenges along the way, but God never gives you more than you can handle. And I really, truly believe that. Because this is another thing that Stephen said, which I'm going to read it because I want to make sure I get it right. It says, what you get is awareness of other people and their struggles, which allows you to connect with that other person and to understand what it's like to be them and understand what it's like to be a human being, because all human beings suffer. So my thought is that for the soul part of me is, if I'm going to accept all the good graces that God has given me, I have to accept some of the things that I think are not a gift. Being overweight is not a gift. But the fact that he's made me aware that there is hope for me, there's hope out there, there's help everywhere I look to help me to lose my weight. And I know I'm stumbling and I'm probably not making any sense. I am very deep in my faith. I am an admirer of people of faith, whatever religions you are. I just believe that, my own personal belief, there is a God that's watching over me all the time, and he does give me gifts and he gives me challenges. And my challenge right now is to lose my weight, and I accept that wholeheartedly. And I think that keeping my mind sharp, listening for his word, and listening to him when he says stop abusing your body, because it's like a vessel for him to come and stay with you, and just keep my soul open to hearing his voice. And that's what I take away from my journey. I know that it was kind of like a rambling video, but if you watch me for a while, you know I kind of ramble and kind of get off track sometimes. But I'm really glad that Carrie reached out to me to get together with this collab, and I appreciate that my sister came up with the subject, because it really is a deep subject, and I'm really looking forward to hearing what everybody else has to say about their journey. So thank you for putting up with me. Give this video a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and share, and definitely go and check out all the other channels listed down below. I know there are a lot. You might not get all through them in a day or 2 or 3, but definitely check them out, because I think that they're all going to have something very inspirational to say. So I will talk to you guys on my daily vlog.